The Real Housewives of Orange County are in Iceland having fun, believe it or not, and the sun is never setting. We're here to break it down here at AFTERBUZZ TV right now.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hey, with the lights, I love it.
Welcome to AFTERBUZZ TV, kids. We're here to recap this fun episode, I guess we can say. I actually had fun watching it, of all the ladies in Iceland.
There were some laughs.
Yeah. Yes, they were trying on coats and all different types of things were going on. You guys can find me at all times on my podcast, Grant's Rants Hollywood Talk.
Hey guys, I'm Thomas Orlina. Please check out my YouTube show. It's called Your Time with Thomas, and follow me everywhere at Thomas Orlina.
Hey guys, I'm Lian Castillo. You can find me on all social media platforms at Hollywood Lian, and check out the blog at hollywoodlian.com as well for some exciting new details for the end of the year.
Hey. And just to let everyone know, I am going to be going a little slow because I have a blinding migraine right now, and there are some very bright lights here in the studio just to make it a little bit more interesting for me.
Bright lights.
So I'm like half out of it
tonight.
Yes. So here we go. We'll see what I'm made out of.
Step it up, Grant.
Yeah, right.
Do it for the housewives.
Iceland. Were there in Reykjavik? I think that's how you say it.
I have no idea what any of the titles said.
Yeah.
The hotel, not even the hotel name. I don't know what anything said.
It just didn't stick.
It took 14 hours to get there. It's always daylight. They're sitting on a bus, and Kelly's very anxious. She feels like she's going to be sick.
Let's not forget the opening, the very most important part that they said at the top of the episode. The land where the big wieners come from.
There you go. Is that where they come from?
Yeah,
Iceland.
that's what they said. She said that Iceland is where all the men have big wieners. So I'm going. I just booked my ticket.
So far, they're not around a lot of guys, though. So
No.
That's true.
interesting.
Except
We'll see.
Olaf.
I just
Do you think Olaf was packing? So stupid.
Perhaps. We do like a nice bear once in a while, Olaf.
I know, there's no one around. This is not the place for me to visit. I have no interest in it. The waterfall in the middle was attractive.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
But I mean, the whole thing about, we'll get into all of it, but I wasn't too into much. Shopping, the women are shopping. Shannon can only shop for an extra large. She's not going to let us forget.
Yeah, she's owning that this season. She's letting everybody know. She knows, she sees it, and she has to let everybody know.
Or maybe she's just being a normal person and saying that, and Bravo's just including every single clip of her talking about food and sizes.
I think so. I think so.
How great was it to see them like connect, like Vicki and Tamra? I think that they gave a lot for the audience, especially
Finally.
You guys who are watching our after show that are very into the show. They, we got to see glimpses of like the past, and it was refreshing.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah, I liked seeing their moment with trying on the coat. Like, it wasn't that awkward, and it was kind of natural.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It didn't last as long as I would like it. Like, you know what I mean? They could have taken it a little bit further. Instead, they stepped back and acknowledged, oh my God, we were just having fun. We were just having fun. I was just having fun.
Yeah.
You were just having fun. Let it be. Have fun. Enjoy it. Keep going. We're loving this.
Yeah.
So they're at the hotel, and it's all themed differently. There's an Africa room, a royal room, modern, very, very modern room, an Asian-themed room. Everyone's really into it. I don't know about this hotel.
Which room would have, which one would you pick, Grant?
You would have been in Lydia's room.
The royal
Am I right?
I was thinking the royal room. I like the
Yeah.
modern room, too, but the modern room was a little cold, and you're already in a cold environment. I don't know.
I would have
but-
chosen the African room.
I am taking the Asian room. I already said it. I'm wearing those cute shoes. Those
cute
cute little
shoes, yeah.
wood shoes.
You gotta go with what you're used to, bro.
Exactly. Asian vibes.
So they all get together, and Peggy's like, oh, well, you guys, Tamra, Vicki, cheers to you and your friendship. Cheers to you. So it's so
Shannon
awkward.
looking all
That was
uncomfortable
Peggy
in the
that
back.
said that. Yeah.
Peggy, yeah.
And then Shannon was not really having that.
Oh no. Shannon looked uncomfortable. She looked like she needed to poop the whole time. She was just like, this is not going according to plan. Why are they having fun together? No, Tamara, please don't leave me. Please don't leave me.
I just think, like, Peggy has no, like, history with those two girls. I don't know why she's bothering to, like, make it awkward, but
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. If
Peggy-
she's not going to do it, and Lydia's going to do it. And don't
Yeah.
even get me started. I can't even get to, I don't even know if I can go in on Lydia today. So for those who don't like that, you're in luck.
She said a couple things that made me laugh. I can't really remember them at the top of my head, but I meant to say last episode, she really made me laugh with the Mad Dog line. Like, she's bringing back some high school lines that I threw out. Like, Mad Dog was one of my terms.
I feel like she's still in kind of high school, to be honest. She
I
has that
was saying that
mentality.
last week. Yes, I feel like she stopped, like, her life stopped in the early 2000s. Like, I feel like we're just like,
the Paris Hilton
here we
money.
are, yeah.
Well, I just want to point out, I was looking and scrolling through my Twitter account, and we're at 54% yes, do you want Vicki and Tamra to be friends again? 46% no.
Wow,
So
it's
I feel
kinda
like
close.
it's such a tight race
It is.
that
It's
people
so
don't
tight.
know. It's like some people want them to be friends, some people don't. It's interesting.
Come on, guys. Aren't we all for friendships? Let's be friends. Life is too short to be fighting. We're on top of a glacier. Hello.
I know, I agree.
I love how this season they've taken the time to really show a lot of flashbacks because the show is getting older.
No,
that
because the
it's
show
refreshing.
is lacking. That's why. They have
That
to remind us that this is how good it used to be. So please don't lose hope in us.
Or
that's
that.
Yeah, I'm serious. Like, that's why they're showing
I'm
all these
hoping, yeah.
flashbacks, because this season has been kind of a snooze. So I'm just glad that the ladies are in Iceland. I'm glad they're all together. At least we're getting some group scenes here.
A lot of people have said, "Oh, just wait till the trip. Just wait till the trip. It's gonna really go crazy." Well, we've waited.
Yeah.
We've waited. We're here. We're waiting again. Where's
We're
the
here, we're
craziness?
queer, we're waiting.
Oh my goodness. What else? Drinks. They sit outside. Megan showed up in some. I thought she was gonna get shot. She's
was
walking around
giving
looking some
me-
like bear or something.
Yeah, she's wearing buffalo or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was giving me like Kardashian vibes. Like that whole
I like
outfit
the
was
look.
put together.
Yeah, it was chic. I'm not going to hate on it. Megan,
Yeah.
you look good. Good for you.
So Shannon and Tamra stayed in to sleep, and then the other women got treated to fermented shark and black death.
No, thank you.
I would have tried it. Would you guys have tried it?
No.
Really? I would have tried it. I'm one of those people that's like into just like checking it off. Like on a vacation, I have to do it. So it was nice to see everybody kind of like do it, except for Peggy. She didn't do any
I mean,
of it.
I think once I was there, like, you give me some drinks, like, I might have nibbled it and stuff.
I think they had cocktails first before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That helps. Like, I'm not super close-minded, and I am a foodie, you know, I will try anything. Fermented shark, though, is a little out there for me, and I'm scared of
Yeah,
sharks.
I wonder how that came about, making that like a delicacy. Like, how did that come to be?
Well, there was
Yeah.
whale bones on the beach. Maybe they found a shark, and they were like, let's try it.
Yes, I guess you do what you can when you're in Iceland.
I like how Megan's like, I'm full.
She was being
It's okay,
polite.
I'm full. A little small Costco sample.
To our Icelandic viewers, we must acknowledge that I don't want to write it off as, for me, it wasn't my style of a vacation. I didn't care for the hotel mainly, but
Yeah.
but I mean, like, there's something to be said about that glacier that it's not even going to be there in 30 years.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
that part really struck with me,
Yeah,
actually.
that's something I actually would like to experience. Like, while it's here, catch it while you can.
That's the only reason that while we were watching the episode, I thought about it. I'm like, why haven't I not thought about going to Iceland? I should. If everything's going to be gone in 20, 30 years, let's go. I want to see the Northern Lights. That's the other thing. This episode just showed a lot of daylight, and we haven't gotten to the part that's magical, which is the Northern Lights. So maybe next episode there'll be some fantastic,
I forgot
beautiful
about
night
that.
views.
Yeah.
So Shannon sent everyone in the group text that she would be sleeping. Well, let's go back to Lydia, who is not on this group text, and now Megan added her, but she feels very left out that she was not put on this group text. How do you feel about group texts?
God. First of all, they're really annoying. You should be blessed that you're not on it. You want to hear your phone go off every 5 seconds? You should be happy you're not on a group text.
I can see where Lydia is coming from because she planned the trip. It's her trip. It's for Noble magazine, and the fact that she's not on it, this is now the second time she feels this way. I can kind of get, like, just from her personality that this would affect her greatly. But to me, I wouldn't care at all.
That's fine. Let's acknowledge her feelings and then move on, because it really
know.
is so stupid.
I
But I guess
agree.
she just wanted her feelings acknowledged. So we'll acknowledge them.
Yeah.
Tamra didn't initially.
Tamra didn't, and she
Yeah.
still didn't, and she probably never will until she sees the episode. She'll be
Yeah.
like, oh, God, whatever.
Oh, I know.
Thank God she spanked her butt. It really lightened the mood, because when she
Yeah.
went back, it was just a mess again.
I was living for the menu throw, though.
Before we
Let's-
do the
let's get
menu,
it.
yeah, before we
Okay.
get to that, I want to talk about how Vicki and Kelly whooped it up. They crashed a high school reunion, a random Icelandic high school reunion.
Good for them.
Yeah, I would have gone too.
And they ate
That's,
cheese.
so-
They
I
ate string
definitely would have
cheese.
gone. Anywhere with Vicky.
Why not?
After midnight, I'm going with Vicky.
You think that's what
Exactly.
made her sick? Did she have like too many cocktails that she started to feel sick 2 days later? You know?
Well,
Did she whip it up
don't
too
know.
hard?
She seemed fine in the morning.
Yeah.
She didn't look hungover. I don't know what's going on with Vicki. That montage at the end kind of freaked me out.
Yeah.
We'll get to it.
So the ladies come out, well, Shannon and Tamra come out with Viking hats on, and then we have the flashback of Tamra missing Vicki peeing on her stuff. Like,
my
she, like,
God.
misses their vacation fodder, I guess, and, like, okay, like, I think it was you, Lian, who was like, go talk to her.
Yeah,
Like,
you
she's
say-
right there.
You say you missed the friendship. She's 10 feet away from me. You're like, if that would have been me last year going out with Vicki after 3 a.m. Like, that's usually me. Well, she's right there, girl. Go out with her.
You know what? It's Shannon, I feel like, is the wedge between all of this, and I think people can agree because earlier seasons when they would get in fights and then come back, Shannon wasn't on the show. So it was easier for them to kind of like come full circle and like be friends again. But the fact that there are sides now, it's harder for Tamra to just be like, okay, I'm gonna be friends with Vicki because there's another person on the cast that's not approving of that.
Yeah. I did like, though, how Tamra was kind of not giving a shit a little bit. And she was like, oh, God, she has to go to bed again. Or she has to lay down.
After a while, it can get a bit much.
After a while, you're going to
Yeah.
lash out. You're just going to be like, girl, fine, go to bed. Jeez, you're such a buzzkill.
So Lydia really wants everyone to appreciate this trip. So they all go on this black sand beach in these ATVs, and they all get on, they stare at that whale, and they're like, all right, we're good, we're done. So, I don't know. I feel like Lydia just, this is as good as it's going to get with this group.
Pretty
Like,
much.
For the feature, I'm curious as to know like how they're gonna document this and how they're gonna like do the feature for the magazine. Like, are they gonna
I was
take,
thinking about that, too.
right? Like, did she have like a nobleman camera crew or like people that are documenting
Yeah,
this?
like a photographer.
Yeah, there had to be people there that
Well,
we
maybe they
weren't seeing.
did, and they're just not showing it because it's too boring to put on the show.
I think it would be. I think it would actually make her a little bit more interesting. Like, let's see, like what you do. I don't know.
No, I totally agree with you. Like,
Right?
you guys went to Iceland for that, and I didn't see
Yeah.
Lydia documented at all. No camera, nothing.
And
for
she's
the
writing the
magazine.
feature.
Yeah.
I don't know, is she writing it? I thought she was just
I
doing
don't
like
know, but
research.
they didn't even get off
From
the
men's
the-
activities.
I would have
There was
taken
not
like
one man in the group.
a photo shoot in the black sand. I would have put it on my face. Like, I would have been running through it. Like, I don't know. Like, if you're gonna be out
the
in
Black
nature,
Sea.
enjoy it.
Yeah, they didn't really
Yeah.
look like they had a great time.
No.
They were just kind of doing it.
I will say it was different. I mean, how many housewives do you have to see go to Mexico? At least this was something a little different.
Yeah, no,
you're
totally.
right.
So Shannon at this lunch runs over to Tamra and says that Lydia's been talking a lot about this group text, and she's been like, well, thank you for leaving me out, and that Shannon recommends Tamra acknowledge it and talk to her about it. Lydia feels like she's made to feel like it. How would I say it? Lydia feels that she's being made to feel that she made it up, that she, like, you know, made up being upset, and that she's still really hurt by it and offended. I mean, I feel like this is something that would hit the cutting room floor in any other city. You know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah.
the thing about it is that we've all been there where something super small happens to us, and we don't want to make light of it, but it's like we've already entered that zone, so you might as well just put all your cards out on the table, and then someone makes you feel stupid for it. There's nothing worse than you being the victim or someone doing you wrong, and then you putting your cards out on the table, and then you're made to look stupid. It's infuriating, but at that point, you should just realize you're not going to win with them. They're not going to take it like that. So just be like, you know what? You're right. It's not a big deal. Obviously, you know, it's a group text, whatever.
I know.
I actually thought that it was gonna go really bad between like them trying to even make up, you know, like because Tamra wasn't really being receptive to like what she was saying. That I thought it was gonna get worse, and then of course Shannon comes in and starts like saying
Yup.
things, and it started to escalate. That I felt like it was gonna get worse.
Well, Lydia said, oh, well, it's an oversight because Tamra didn't think about me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah, now she made
You
it
know.
personal. She's like, I wasn't even in your thought process. It's like, girl, come on, it's not personal. Stop taking everything so personal.
That's so obnoxious, and not only that, but to put somebody, you know, it's just so self-important. I wasn't in your
Well,
thought
especially if you
process.
want
I
someone to,
invited you on
like-
this trip. Bravo, and brought everyone on this trip. You know.
Yeah,
Exactly.
totally.
And if you want someone to acknowledge your
I can't-
feelings,
I
talk about
really-
your feelings and not bring everything else up.
Yeah, I really just can't get into Lydia tonight. I don't care for the girl. So she leaves after throwing the menu, and then Peggy is all over this. She's all over the bathroom. She won't let her get out.
She wants to do right.
Yes, she's
She
like
was
trying to
being
earn
a good
points.
friend. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And then Lydia's like, I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm peeing.
So, whatever. And the whole thing with the whole group said, at the end of it, Lydia says, well, I don't even care, so it's fine. It's like, that's so
Passive-aggressive.
childish. I can't stand that. Like,
Yeah.
you just made all of us talk about this and have two people follow you to the bathroom, and now it doesn't mean anything to you.
Yeah.
Stand behind what you're saying. Say what you mean and mean what you say.
Totally.
Anyway,
Megan's reaction summed it up
Can't
for me.
stand
She
that
was like,
girl.
okay.
sorry. Such a bitch.
I love the way that Megan reacted. to
I
it.
like Megan.
yeah.
It's Lydia that I can't
She was
stand.
like, I don't even care anymore. I don't care. And Megan was like, you don't care? Okay.
Yeah, all right then.
Sure.
Then we don't want to hear about it. So, Megan then.
Not really.
Megan talks about the challenges of being a young mom.
Cue the montage of the nanny.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Bravo. You are so
You know,
shady.
shady edit. Poor Bridget is in the freaking 30-degree weather, whatever it was at the time they were there,
Okay.
Yeah.
lifting out the carriage, getting things ready, and she's over there having lunch, talking about a group text.
She's like, I'm ready for my baby. Bring her over.
Yeah. So, oh, by the way, what's her face? Kelly made me laugh throughout this episode with all of her questions, her observations.
Yeah, Kelly was really in the trip. She was really having a good time.
She was in the moment. Go Kelly. Go Kelly.
So Vicki is fighting for peace. And that's what she's telling the girls after the restaurant. She's fighting for peace, so she wants Lydia to be accountable for her feelings over the group texts. And, you know, Vicki says, you know, that now it's a big deal. Now this has become a big
Vicki.
deal. She's like in her ear, you know, playing the game. So Vicki wants Lydia to apologize to Tamra for overreacting.
Oh, Vicki.
It's so interesting how Vicki has that power over people, and people just fall for, you know, the strategy that Vicki
Yeah.
does sometimes.
I love
Not every
Vicki.
single time.
I think
but
it's a being on camera thing. It's like, oh, okay, well, I don't want to look like I'm not going to be apologizing. So if she's telling me I should, then I'm going to.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Shannon did the same thing to Tamra.
That's very true.
That's true. I just didn't like the whole exchange just because, you know, we're just going to keep it real. And if Vicki would have been preaching that kind of stuff to me, she wasn't really preachy, but the way she brought it up, I would have been like, this is fantastic advice. You're totally right. Shouldn't have thrown the menus. Shouldn't you take a little bit of this advice as well, though, and kind of own up with the whole, you know, if this is really the root problem, don't bring up that other stuff anymore and take accountability for your actions and like what you've said instead of taking the shovel and digging yourself a bigger hole by saying, I don't know, maybe he's using you for a gym. I don't know. I like it. I don't know. I like him. Girl.
So Lydia does apologize to Tamra. And Shannon shows up just watching. Like, they had a wide shot, and Shannon's just, like, viewing this exchange. And then Tamra's like doesn't even bother like taking it as an apology. She's just over it.
I don't
not
even think
going
she thought it was gonna be an apology. I
Yeah.
thought she was just gonna start with her again.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like,
Yeah.
right? It didn't
Absolutely.
seem like an apology.
I like that Tamra was like, whatever, we're not even gonna give this girl
It just
any
did not
airtime.
go the way that Lydia thought it was going to go. She's like, well, you're right, Vicki. I'm just going to go over there and apologize. And Tamara's like, what? What? And then Shannon got involved, and it just all went to shit.
It didn't go the way. I think she thought she was gonna get like sympathy from Tamra in some
Yeah.
kind of way, and it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Tamara's like, look, I was the last one out. Shut up. Turn around, let me spank ya.
So now we're climbing a glacier. This is like a quote, I think. Climbing a glacier for noblemen. I'm like, okay. I
up
can't
about
with this
noblemen.
nobleman anymore. You know, I mean, it's not only that, but it makes the whole trip seem stupid. You know what I mean? It like diminishes the whole idea of them going and like going on this group trip and all that. It's like we're going for a men's magazine.
Here's
There's
the
not
thing.
one man in the group. It's so stupid.
The
Yeah,
thing for
it's-
me is that if it's going to be for Nobleman Magazine, then I want to see what you're doing for the magazine, and I want to see like
I get
how
that.
you guys are, you know, using this trip to build your feature. Like I want to know those things as a viewer, and for them to not show that makes me feel like why even care that it's for Nobleman Magazine, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're gonna shove Nobleman magazine down our throats, at least give us a little insight on the behind the scenes or what exactly
Business,
you guys
yeah.
are gonna get out of Iceland, because it really is just a Bravo trip they take every single year, and Lydia's just trying to incorporate noblemen into it, which is kind of weird.
It makes me want to actually now, maybe, I guess that's a strategy, like Google like what this art feature is, because I'm sure it's out already, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Probably, so it's interesting.
Kelly,
I'm gonna go on nobleman.com.
I just wrote Kelly's a virgin because she was like getting all dressed up, ready to go.
Oh my
She's
God.
like, I can't do anything. I can't wear anything. My boobs are like. I just love it. Yeah, Kelly the virgin.
Yes.
And her vag has got tightened.
Yeah, oh yeah.
She was like, yeah, I'm a virgin. It was amazing.
So they go for a hike. What do I want to say about the hike? I mean, I think it was well produced. I was very impressed with the wide drone shots they got. And they really didn't get any of the crew in any of the shots.
Bravo
which is
has
cool.
stepped it up.
Yeah, it was nice. You could
That
tell it
was
was probably a
amazing.
challenge for them, and it was probably a welcome challenge because they're so used to just the one-on-one conversations, watching Peggy eat next to her husband for
Especially this
10
season.
weeks. Yeah, so at least they got to actually, someone got to be creative in how they shot it. I thought it was kind of cool
Yeah.
overall.
Like, gosh, we have to work now?
There was a lot of complaining. Of course, whenever you have to do anything physical, you have to ask someone to do something. That would drive me crazy because it's like, you know what, then? Would you rather just sit in the hotel and not experience this? You know they want to be there and do
Exactly.
it.
Just
so
do
just
it.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah, just do it. There's nothing worse than everyone doing, the exact same activity. Everyone's putting in the exact amount of effort, and then someone's killing it with killing the vibe.
Yeah.
Come on. Maybe it was the edit once again, but
You never know.
Yeah. It was an odd moment. It was like Megan was asking Olaf, the well-endowed, we'll just say, climber.
Maybe.
I know, maybe. She said to him, it's like, is climate change affecting Iceland? And he said yes, and then we talked about how things are going south and like melting, and then just like everyone was like had a little concern, and Lydia just had a freaking Kool-Aid smile on her face. I'm like, tell me this girl does not believe in climate change. Someone
doesn't.
tell me this. I'm just like, I don't know, maybe it was just a bad shot. I don't know. But everyone had a look of concern and disappointment, except her. I was like, is she paying attention? It just stood out to me.
well, that's fine. Maybe Lydia needed that moment because she was definitely disappointed earlier with all the conversations she was trying to have with Tamra, and I loved how she was like,
She was still stuck on that.
yeah,
idea.
she was like, I've been there for Tamra. She's like, we've had many Bible studies together. We've said verses together. Cue the montage. Actually, it wasn't even a montage.
scene.
It was one scene
know.
of them praying together.
You know what though? She does mean well. That's the thing. Like she is like a sweet girl. She has a great family. She has a great husband.
Yeah.
I just don't think she's resonating well with Grant and other viewers.
No, a lot of people don't.
And
care
a lot
for
of
her
Well,
on
you
the
know what
show.
though? It's one thing to come on the show and like really put yourself out there and put your life on the line like that. That's what entertains us, and that's why we are so stuck on these shows because we are invested in your life. She is promoting a company. This is why she has came back on. She is trying to do her business, which I totally get, but it rubs people the wrong way. I know you guys don't watch Shaw's, but this is exactly what's going on with Shaw's with Asa. She's not connecting with the group, and people are like, why are you on the show? And then people are like, well, she's promoting her caftans. She's on the show to promote her business, and this is what Lydia's doing, and this is probably
obvious.
why, it's rubbing people the wrong way.
Yeah.
Well, Vicki takes a turn, and much like how I feel right now, I'm having a hard time getting into this show.
Should we have everybody run in here like we did on Bravo?
We needed the camera crew to come with like cops.
Vicki feels very weak and sick and numb, and I'm being dramatic. I mean, she really has like a heart, problems we saw with her doctor, and she's
They
concerned.
totally downplayed that too when they listed all the things that were wrong with her. He was just listing it off like it was no problem, but those are some serious issues.
Yeah. So Kelly and Peggy are right there, and in each other's way.
I love this.
So it's like, is she going to have a heart attack? Kelly's like convinced she's having an anxiety attack. I think she told her 3 times. It's a panic attack. It's an anxiety attack. Having
So
a
is that
panic attack.
downplaying the heart attack? Is that downplaying it?
I don't know, but when you're high stress and someone's on your bed yelling at you, you're having a panic attack right now.
Yeah.
And you're not in your own house and all that. I mean, it can't
doesn't help.
It can't help.
It
yes.
really doesn't.
Yeah. So then the
And
ambulance
she's not
shows
even
up.
a specialist.
She's like, why are
it's
you
literally
screaming
just
at
like
me?
noise.
I know.
You're having a panic attack. You got a bad. You're having a panic attack.
It's just noise
Yeah.
to somebody that's in that position.
And Peggy's like, no, we need to help her now. We need to help her now. She doesn't feel well. Get out of my way. They're about to go at it. They're
know.
just like,
That's a fight waiting to happen.
I know.
It's brewing. I can't wait.
I mean, good for Vicki though for having those two. Like, I mean, maybe not Kelly. Kelly's a little overbearing, but at least someone's looking out for her on this trip.
yeah,
Peggy.
I just hope she doesn't leave.
I hope not.
I don't think
I
so
heard
because
someone leaves. I don't know who.
there's a clip of them. I don't know if it's. I believe it's on this trip, but like it's the three of them and the whole cast, and they're like in a dinner, and there's a lot going on, and I don't think Vicki leaves.
Oh,
There's
wow.
also
I hope
another
not.
scene where they're in a hotel room and they're on a bed and it's Vicki,
Yeah.
Tamra, and like Shannon's in the corner and Tamra's going, "You chose a guy over me."
Yeah,
Remember
when she was
that?
kind of talking about Brooks.
Yeah, I think it's still on the trip. So we might have.
Get well soon, Vicki. We need you.
Okay.
I know
We might
she's
have
kind of the
something
only
here.
one that I would not want to see leave on this trip. I really need some Vicki time.
Yeah.
And I want to see what she has to say and how these encounters go. You know that things are gonna come up. At least I hope, like you guys are saying. So
Yeah.
yes, I
Still
just
more to come, guys.
yeah. It looks bleak though. I mean, I'm like, Vicki, are you alive? Are you okay? Poor girl.
Well,
so
the police came to check on her to tell her the ambulance is coming. I would have been like, "Why is the ambulance here? Why are you here?"
I know that's all gonna add to the anxiety.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, we didn't even get a preview. We can't even preview what's coming up next week. We just got a slam to be continued.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a little too dramatic. It didn't really work, Bravo, because we're not like super worried here because we know she's going to be on the next episode. So I don't know. You guys could have given us a preview. I don't know what was up with that.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, any final thoughts overall on this week?
Overall, I thought it was a great episode. I think people are like gonna enjoy this one because it's just easy to watch. They're all together. It makes you think of the original back in the day OG
Yeah.
episodes. You know?
They have no choice but to interact, and I like
Yeah,
that. They're
exactly.
shot. They say on these shows when you go on these vacations that you're shot the entire time.
Yeah.
So other than sleeping, like the crew is right there. They're in shifts and they're getting everybody at all times. So we're gonna get every, they're gonna milk every awkward interaction
Yeah.
or conversation or side
We're waiting
chat.
for it.
So yeah, let's go.
It was
We're waiting for
refreshing,
it.
especially the shopping scene. I did like that, how they were all together, and even Shannon was still having a good time.
Yeah,
You know?
Shannon
I
seems
really
to be
hope.
like chill a little
Yeah,
bit.
I really
Yeah.
hope that these women can figure it out and can get back to a better place because it's not good for the viewers. Nobody is enjoying the fact that they're fighting so much.
Yeah, and I hope they have a little bit more fun just because vacation is all about having fun. And they need to showcase Iceland in a little bit better way. Like, show them having fun there. Just because I know it's not like the most typical vacation, but lately it's been in the, in the trendiness to go
Totally.
somewhere
Yeah.
supernatural where it's very naturey. So Megan said something that was really nice. She's like, sitting on top of this glacier, I realized like everything is so, it's like so small.
We're so insignificant to
Yeah.
the world. Yeah,
There's bigger things to worry about, basically.
I agree.
Refreshing episode.
Yeah. So far, so good. I mean, I'm hoping for fireworks. We need like that Bali explosion
Right.
with Tamra running out. Like we need to get there. I don't know if we're gonna get it, but I think we're all just gonna take what we can. So yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening just here at AfterBuzz. If you want to hear more of me, you can check me out on my podcast. It's Grant's Rants Hollywood Talk.
All right, now that we're done with our after show, please watch my YouTube show. It's called Your Time with Thomas. I take you throughout Los Angeles. We visit some of the dopest places out here. It's called Your Time with Thomas. Subscribe on YouTube and follow me everywhere at Thomas Orlina.
Hey guys, you can find me on all social media platforms at Hollywood Lian and check out my blog, hollywoodlian.com.
Just thank you all for hanging with me. I'm glad we
Yeah.
got it
Yeah.
done. Yes. Let us know your thoughts. Tweet us for even more conversation. You know where to find us for the Real Housewives of OC. Reporting from Iceland. We'll be back next week.
Bye guys.
Bye, guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.